Well, I tell you, I didn't realize how well educated I was coming out of Plymouth until I got into the real world. When I came here, I was actually the equipment manager for the football team. I loved football, but when I got to high school, everybody else got bigger and I didn't, so I became the manager. And so I really enjoyed doing that. So our football coach called up to Plymouth saying, we have a manager, are you looking for one? And the coach was like, oh, brand new coach? Yeah, I'm looking for a manager. So I was the student manager, and I was just kind of hanging around with the athletic training students. I said, this is a great profession. So I talked to Dennis McManus about getting into this profession, and he accepted me into the program, and I'm in his debt forever. We have to take a national certification exam as an athletic trainer to get licensed to practice athletic training in states. And only 30% of the people passed the first time through. And I was so glad to see that I was in that first 30%. My first real injury out in the real world as an athletic trainer, I had two players went up in soccer. Instead of hitting the ball, they hit face to face. Our player comes over to me, and I look at him, and it looked like he had a fractured cheekbone. Bring him up to the hospital. Bring him into the ER, and the swelling, this was textbook, the swelling had come out so much that made his cheekbone look normal. And I told the ER doctor he had a fractured zygomatic arch, and the ER doctor kind of looked at me, like I had two heads and didn't believe it. I said, can you please take an x-ray? And he took an x-ray, and about 30 minutes later he was on his way to Mary Hitchcock for emergency surgery. In New Jersey, they were talking about educating high school students in athletic training a little bit, and talking about if the state wants to do that, should somebody else do it? And the state decided we're not going to get involved in that. And then myself and this Hall of Famer, I turned to him and said, let's do it. So next thing I know, I'm running a high school student aid workshop for 12 years at my school, and we have 250 high school students coming every year. When the students come, they would come with their athletic trainer. And so I kind of got to meet all these athletic trainers around the state of New Jersey. Next thing you know, I say, hey Mike, how about volunteering for the professional development committee? How about being on the sponsorship committee? It was an absolute joy to do that. And so next thing I know, I'm on the state board, then I'm on the district board, and now I'm on the national board. So it just kept going and going and going. Knowing that you can help and change your profession for the better, there is nothing better than that feeling.